Hello everyone, my name is DIXIT and this is my channel Pen Test Diaries. So today I'll give you a walkthrough of one of the machine of HackTheBox, that is Horizontal. In this machine I'll try to give you a complete walkthrough of it, how to get it compromise this machine, what the steps we're supposed to take it. If you like to connect me, you can connect me on LinkedIn, and if you want to give some feedback, you can give it a feedback in the comment section of this video. So now we'll go to this my terminal of this my system, and then we'll try to see like how to get it compromise this machine. So before proceeding further in this video, first of all we have to see like this is my technical blog where I'm posting all the write-ups. Okay, other than that I can say that this is my YouTube channel where whatever the walkthrough I have created so far, I have published that walkthrough on my YouTube channel. You can visit, and if you like you can subscribe my channel also. So now we have to go to the machine directly. I've increased the font appropriate. The couple of guys have put a comment like the font size of that the terminal is not appropriate, so I have created like I have just increased the size of the font so that the people can able to see that commands appropriately. Okay, so this is a easy machine which we are solving it today. Okay, so the first thing which we're supposed to do, I have already connected with OpenVPN, so I can able to ping this machine. So this is the IP address of this machine. Okay, so now the first command what we supposed to fire is nmap, just to identify like what actually the ports are running on the target machine. We'll wait for the output. So in the output we can see there are two ports is open on the target machine, that port number 22 and port 80. Okay, so we'll have to take it forward on those three ports only. So one more thing which I can figure out over here is one of the thing is the title of horizontal. So it may be a possibility we have to put the entry of horizontal.stb is one of the host entry. By that way we can try to get it access this target on browser directly. Okay, so what we supposed to do, we'll simply have to, I've already put the entry from my side, so I will show you that what exactly you have to do it. Okay, so forget about this entry, just put this entry first on your machine in /etc/host file. Just put this entry. Once you're done with it, just go to the browser directly. Let me close all that. Okay, so let me search for the horizontal. I have that URL handy with me. Let me get it, copy that and put it on the browser. Okay, so this is the output where I can able to see it. Okay, so it's look like a static type of application. There's nothing we can get it out of it. Okay, so what exactly the next step for it, we'll try for the go buster just to get identify the directories and other things. Okay, so let me run the go buster now. So we simply have to run the go buster. Over here the URL we have provided, and this is the actual word list, I can say that, which is already available in Kali. We'll just try to run this command and wait for the output. So as I can see that I'm not getting the appropriate output so far, so we'll go for the same command with host one. We'll go for the vhost and let's see like what is the output supposed to get it by this. Let me copy the command and let me put it over here. Okay, so over here in place of dir we simply have to put the vhost and run this command once again and wait for the output. For I think we'll get the output in fraction of seconds. So now I can able to see the vhost entry, that's api-prod.horizontal.stb. okay, so what I have to do, I'll simply have to put this entry in my /etc/host file. Okay, I've already did that from my side, so I'll show you what exactly you have to do it. So this entry you have to put it in front, like next to the horizontal.stb you have to put this entry also in your host file. Okay, now what we have to do, we'll simply have to run this instead of horizontal.com. We'll run it for this one directly, like for api-prod we are running the go buster once again, and let's see what is the output we're supposed to get it. Okay, so instead of the URL, whatever the URL we are using previously, it's horizontal.stb, in place of that we have to use it api.prod So let me run this once again and wait for the output for it. So few entries I can able to see it over here. That's reviews, users, admin, capital A, admin, users. So let me try with the reviews and we'll see like what exactly the output will supposed to get it on a browser. Let me open the browser once again. Try for this. Okay, so we can see some output over here, and especially we can see the users name are John Doe and the Will. Okay, so these are the things which we are getting it over here. Let me see for the admin also what exactly the output is supposed to get it. Is in a login page we're supposed to get it in case of /admin or not. So that is one of the things which we supposed to try it over here, and I can see it's a Strappy admin. Okay, so it's a type of tool which they are using it, and there's a login page for that only. We'll wait for the output. Okay, so we can able to see that. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do, I'll just go to the source code and try to see is there anything related to us. So I can see it's a Strappy admin. So let me try to search in on internet like is there anything related to this or not. And before going further with that, what exactly the thing I'm supposed to do it, let me remove this auth login, and in place of that I'll simply have to use a Strappy version. Like thing is that we required an appropriate version to on the basis of which we're supposed to see for the exploit or anything. So let me put this Strappy version so that we can able to figure out the version for it, and we can see the version is 3.0.0-beta.17.4. Okay, so next step is like we'll simply have to go for the exploit DB, and this is the one. Okay, so we simply have to download this version. Is looks like a vulnerable version, and RC is available over here. Okay, so what we're supposed to do, we'll simply have to download this file. I have already downloaded on my system, so there is no need to get it download. Okay, let me go to the next section. Okay, let me search for it. The file is over here. Okay, so what I have to do, I'll simply have to run the command for this target API-prod. So this is the one we're supposed to run it. Okay, now wait for the output for it. So we're supposed to get some output over here. Okay, so what we're supposed to do, like now I have to run one listener so that I'll supposed to get some output, and the reverse shell will supposed to get it. So whatever that command will try to get it triggered in this section, we'll supposed to get the output in a reverse shell format. Okay, so let me check the IP address first on my system. So it's a 14.20. okay, perfect. So let me run this command. Okay, so it's a one-liner command where you have to put your IP address. I have put 14.20 and the port number on which we are listening. Let me get it trigger this, and let me see that I can able to see that I can get that reverse shell of it. Once we get that, what we're supposed to do the next step thing, like we'll simply have to run the who am I just to see like what the user. It's as obvious as strap API. Okay, now the next thing we'll have to go to the home folder over here. Let me see. Okay, it's a developer folder is over here. Let me go to the developer folder. I'll go inside of it. I can see the user.txt file is visible to me. Okay, so I can see, I can able to read this file, not a big deal. So after doing this, what we're supposed to do, this is a tool Strappy, so we'll try to see in the opt folder, is there any things related to the Strappy over there or not. So I can able to see the Strappy folder over here. Let me run that. Let me go inside of this. Okay, and I can see couple of things over here. XPyDC, my API. I think we're supposed to go to the my API. So this folder will supposed to go inside, and then we'll search for it, which is the next one. I think config is one of the one will supposed to go. Okay, now what is the next? Environments. Okay, now what is the next? I think development is the next. Okay, that's it. So now we'll try to get it access the database.json file over here, and by this way I'll suppose to get that credential of developer, and this is the password for it, and the port and everything will supposed to get it by this. Okay, so now the next step for it, we'll simply have to check what are the actual port is running on this target machine. Target is there any port which will not supposed to get it by the nmap? It may be a possibility locally only some ports are running, so we'll try to see that first. So as I can see, port 8000 is running, 3306 is running, port 80221337, port 8022. Okay, so only one port which looks like a strange port, that's I can call it as a 8000 port. So what I'm supposed to do now, I'll simply have to run the curl just to see what exactly that service is giving it to us as output. So after running that, I can able to see this. Okay, so it's a specified this appropriate version of the PHP for it. Okay, so what is the next step for it? What we're supposed to do now, I'll simply have to go to the coming out completely. Now I'll have to go to the SSS section, then let me check anything over here. Okay, authorized key is there. Okay, let me try to access this. Okay, so I can able to see this one. I have already put it mine, so I think there is no point for me to put once again. What exactly the command you have to do it, I'll show you that command. Okay, in my case I've already did it, so there is no need for me to get it modified once again. You simply have to run ssh keygen. Once you run with that, you will see this file. Just go to and .pub file, just try to get it access. I'll show you that also. /root, this one you have to get it access. Copy the content, go back to this machine once again, type echo. Okay, I'll put that command. Okay, so this is the command echo, and that double quotes, you have to put all the stuff which you get a copy over there, and then you have to push that content instead of the authorized key. I have already put it this, so there is no point for me to put it once again. Now what is the next step for it? As I can see, like I have already put it the authorized key over there, so there is no point for me to do it again and again. I'll simply have to run this command ssh-i key. Okay, key command is like belongs to my whatever the key is present over there. So like key, I can say that like it's the same key which we are using it just to get it access. So whatever the private key, we'll simply have to put it in our section, like in the same folder from where we're trying to get it access that, and the public key is already present over there on our target, so there is no need for to do that once again. And we'll simply have to put the host name for it, like our name of the user itself, and this is the like whatever the target IP, this is the host name for it. Let me run this and wait for the output. Okay, we can able to get this. Okay, now what is the next step for it? Now I have to search for that V8 version which we are getting it over here. I'll show you once again. This one, we'll search for this. Is there a known exploit available or not? We'll try to search for it, and this is one of the GitHub link which we're supposed to get it. We'll try to get it clone on my base system. Okay, that we have to do it. So I have already completed on my system. There is no point for me to do it once again. Okay, So this is the command you have to do it just to get it clone on your base system. Once you're done with it, you simply have to go inside of the folder, and now you simply have to run this command. So whatever the command we try to get it fire with this, it will directly be running over there, and by that way we can able to execute that file. So over here root.txt content we can able to see by running this. Just wait for the output and we can able to see it. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do now, one more thing, let me make two listeners, one and another listener, let me run it 7. Okay, now I'm going back to the same command once again, and let me run this. Once we run this, I'll simply have to change the port number, IP address. It's not 35, it's 20. So what we have to do it now, like once we put the IP address as per our our base machine IP address, we have to change it accordingly, and when we simply have to trigger this. Once we trigger it on our listener end, we can see we are getting it. Okay, so on quad 6 we have to fire the commands. Okay, so the first command we have to fire it over as a home. You can see like we are not getting any output, but in a few minutes I'll show you that where exactly you will get the output of it. Okay, so these are the two things, and you're getting the output on 667. You can get the output of who am I, and this is the content of the root.txt file. Okay, so let me give the summary once again of the complete machine. So the thing is that first you have to fire the admin command, and by that way you just figure out like port 80 and the port 22 is running on the target machine. Then after that you have to proceed further with the browser just to see what exactly is over there. Before that you have to put the host entry, try to get it on a browser. You see that it's a static. So the thing is that you have to proceed further with a go buster just to figure out the directories over there, and you're not getting any relevant content out of it. Then there is the like instead of the directory you have to go for the vhost just to identify the host over there itself, and by that we'll just figure out one host, that's api-prod. We'll simply have to put that entry inside of the host entry, and then we'll try to get it access that. We'll run the go buster with the behalf of that also once again, and we'll see like whatever directory we are supposed to get it. By that way it's a review, admin, users we're supposed to get it. We'll try to access the review directly over there, and I can see like there is a usernames we can see it over there. Then I'll go for the /admin, and by that way it's a login page over there. Strap API is one of the thing I can say that. I'll try to go for that source code of it, and then I'll just realize like is there any known exploit is available in the market belongs to this or not. I'll try to run that to get it, download that, and by that way I'll simply run that. And by this way I'll just make it one listener and trigger one liner over there on that exploit, whatever that limit shell will get it over there. We'll try to run that single liner over there, one liner over there itself with our IP address, get modify in it, and we are getting on a listener and we get the reverse shell. Once we go it's a user level shell, I can say that, just to get the user.txt file you can able to get that. Then after that I'll proceed further with that. It's one of the possibility for it, I can say that. We'll try to see couple of combination for it. I just figure out like the tool is strap API. So the thing is I'll try to figure out the directory for it, and it's in opt folder, and we just go inside of it, and then there's a final database.json file. We'll just try to see, we can see the credentials over there itself. Okay, then after that we'll proceed further in one of the section for it. I can say like that is one of the part for it. Then I can see like we'll simply have to go to .sh folder, authorize key, we'll try to get it, modify that, and by that the next step we'll try to see what are the actual port is running on that machine itself on a locally. So we will see like couple of 4306 and 8022 is running over there, but 8000 is one of the port which is running and which looks like a fishy type of thing. I'll try to run the SSH, and after modifying the authorized key on the target machine, what we'll supposed to do with our private key, will try to get it access. SSH will supposed to do it with that key, and that port 8000 will try to get it connected with the target and will successfully get it connected. Then after that, when we done with that, that is one of the section for it. Then we'll go ahead further with that. There is one of the exploit for it. Like once we try to get it access the local host on port 8000, there is one of the output will supposed to get it, and there is one of the appropriate PHP version will supposed to get it. We'll try to search for that on exploit DB, like is there any known exploit is available in the market or not. We'll see that yeah, there is a known exploit. We'll try to get it, download that, make it 2 listener, running that with our one-liner, and when get that shell on both the end, we'll try to run it on one end, and we'll get that output on another one. Quad 6 in where we are trying to trigger the commands, and output will supposed to get it on 6667, and this way, like we can see the root flag finally formed. I can say that like this is not the final, this is not a stable shell, but like this is the thing which we can get it, and we can get the root flag out of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe my channel. If you like to give some feedback, you can give the feedback in the comment section of this video. If you like to connect me, you can connect me on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn profile link I'll provide you in the description section of this video. So thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.